Hello folks, this is Against the Storm, which has just launched into early access on Epic. It's a city builder where you explore the forest to find new glades, fulfill royal missions against the clock, and try not to die during the killer storms. If this looks familiar, I played a pre-alpha demo on the channel a while back, so let's see how far this wonderful game has come. So welcome to the Smouldering City, where between runs you get to do upgrades. I have 10 breads at the moment, so I'm going to spend that on unlocking a library and something else as well, which I'm not going to worry about too much. Excellent, that will inform future runs. We've got some trade routes, we've got some deeds, which are like achievements over time, but let's actually get back to the world map. So this will be the overworld map, where you get to explore however you want. Essentially, you pick a hex to build on, and bearing in mind that each tile has different effects. Like if we build a village here, for instance, we get a bad modifier from the stonewood infestation here, but we do get an extra reward. So let's choose somewhere a little more sensible, which is near this fertile ground modifier, and we'll get better rewards and stuff like that. So let's see, name your settlement. Cannibal... Tastic. Why not? And also need to make sure that we get some embark bonuses, and we can embark. So we'll get a nice little bit of random forest to actually explore and see what's what. The forest mysteries here: mushrooms after rain, active in drizzle, +3 to mushroom production, but only during part of the year, and so on. We've also got looming darkness, which reduces our global resolve, strange lights, and some nauseous spores, none of which we'll worry about too much. Right, so we've got 3 sets of 3 lads. We've got 3 humans, 3 beavers, 3 lizards. They have different specialties and they have different needs. First of all, let's pick some new blueprints. Let's get a furnace or a carpenter. Can produce planks or can produce bricks. Actually, let's go for the carpenter first. Herb garden can produce roots, herbs from nearby farm fields. That would actually be quite good, but small farm might be better because we can actually make vegetables. So let's do that. Or a forager's camp, yes. That'll be able to let us forage insects and grains and vegetables as well. So good, we've already got a good start. And first of all, we'll need to build woodcutters, so we can actually get some wood for the fire and also to turn into planks later on. Now I want to be able to explore through to these glades. Open them up where there'll be new random materials. If you see a horrible red face, that's a dangerous glade, but we'll have better rewards as well. So let's start out by doing this one, I think. Let's build 2. It seems to be a good idea to actually get really rolling quite quickly. So let's place this kind of here-ish, making sure that we are close to the trees, because they've only got limited range, these things. And off they go. The lads are going to start building. We've got a limited amount of food. Food is something that you really have to pay attention to. The year is split up into 3. Currently drizzle, then it's clearance, and then it's the killer storm. Different effects are active during different parts of the year. Right, so Brer Beaver has built his woodcutter camp. I'm going to assign beavers to these, because they are the best people to do the woodcutting. We'll get bonuses as a result of doing that. You can see if I'm a spinny thing. Proficiency, 10% chance to produce twice as much. And also get a lizard involved who won't have the bonuses. But first of all, we do need to get the wood sorted. They will chop wood, any old way, unless you actually tell them specifically to go in certain directions, which we will do, just so we can open up these glades and get bonuses. So there, and there. That's all good. We've also got, let's see what random stuff we've got. We've got mushies. Excellent stuff. So that's, well, and also some flax, which isn't great because that's for clothing and stuff. So let's listen to what the Queen has to say. The envoy, here are some freebies. Some grain bags. Grain production is increased by +1. Okay. Reinforced tools, plus 50% of the amount of goods produced in the small farm. That might be a good thing to do. And sod clay. Let's get reinforced tools, because we are going to be building farms as soon as we can. Now, slight issue, I wasn't really looking at the resources that we've got. The mushrooms needs a herbalist camp to gather. And unfortunately, we chose differently. We chose foragers and scavengers, which do different things. Here's the Queen's orders. These are the things that we've got to fulfill, or else, essentially. So, we've got to make 5 packs of crops, and we can... that shouldn't be too difficult. Or 35 basic woods, and we'll get different rewards. This one will give us nothing particularly interesting. This will give us parts and 2 beavers to join our colony. So let's do that. We've also got... these are very... By the way, you should really pay attention to these. You've got to really make sure that you do choose wisely. Because if you choose poorly and can't fulfill them, you can end up losing the game, essentially. But this is good. Lay 35 paths and get... walking across paths faster perk, so let's do that. That should be easy enough. Also, if we make a herbalist camp, oh god damn it, we haven't got a herbalist camp blueprint, and make some berries, then we'll get some other stuff as well, some weird perks. But if we get an ancient tablet from an evil glade, we'll get meat and insects. That should be reasonably easy to do. Right, okay, that's fine. We've actually got enough wood to fulfill this immediately, so let's do that. Now, okay, let me tell you about the tracks at the bottom. If we fill the blue bar to the left, we win, and by completing orders. However, the Queen's impatience will grow in the red bar in the bottom here. You can reduce that by filling her orders, but over time it'll just grow, so you'll lose the game if you get to the skull. In the meantime, we have ourselves a blueprint to unlock, lumber mill to produce planks, simple tools and flour, or furnace. Pie, eh? Let's go furnace. Right, so we've actually got quite a few buildings to make. We've got, at the moment, 6 people free to do stuff, so that's plenty. Unfortunately, we've also got 11 homeless people, so we'll need to build 4 shelters to house them. During the storm, they prefer to have houses, essentially. On some maps, they end up dying if there's a killer storm, and they haven't got a house, but yeah, whatever. So at the moment, I'm going to speed things up. I'm getting chopping. There's not a huge amount of stuff we can actually do in this place, because so we can't harvest the mushrooms, and the flax is a bit pointless. Although, to be honest, we may as well. Once we've built buildings, we can move them around as much as we want. So, which one... Can we actually do them? Can we actually gather flax at the moment? I'm not sure we can. Stone, clay and roots, plant fibre, reed and eggs, vegetable, insects and grains. So no, we can't do anything. We need to get these new glades sorted. So, let's make sure that all hands to the pump. Let's get rid of that lizard and replace him with a beaver. Now we've got one, which will make things as efficient as humanly possible. Although let's actually assign this human to here. So now we are chopping like we've never chopped before. What we can do is make a makeshift post, which will... we can create certain things. Although, to be fair, that's probably a bit pointless at the moment. It's more important, I think, to make a workstation so we can produce planks, fibre and bricks. So let's be doing that quite close to the centre. And to make sure that we've got these 35 paths up and running, we'll do very crude paths, no resources these, thankfully, and it makes people go a bit faster. The only downside is it takes a while for them to actually build. So we'll build a couple of paths around the place. Nice. Okay. We've uncovered a new glade, incidentally, which has given us a slick-shell blood mother to harvest and some dewberry bushes to harvest. That looks like the blood mother, so we need a trapper's camp to actually get the meat out of that. Unfortunately, we don't have one yet, but we'll get the blueprint at some point. Now, the season's changed into clearance. This is the nice season. This is where you harvest any crops that you happen to be growing in a farm. Right, so the crude workstation, you'll need, let's see, a human. No, I think humans or lizards aren't particularly very proficient at this, but they're not going to complain either. So now we can turn that wood into planks, the all-important wood. And we haven't got any plant fibre or clay to worry about at the moment. And we can turn them off if we don't want them being produced. But it looks like the human is now producing planks. Good. So I've already laid 25 paths. Let's lay 10 more and we'll complete that quest. Although, to be fair, not sure where I really want to make these. We'll probably need a path down there at some point, and probably up here as well. So that should be enough to actually complete that quest. And the ancient tablet we'll get when we finally confront one of these horrible faces at some point quite soon. That's the closest one. Okay, we'll go for that one. I think that should be good. Oh, we're about to uncover a new glade over here as well. Right, so we've actually completed the 35 paths, so let's deliver that, and we'll get the perk, so they'll move faster along the paths. We've reduced the Queen's impatience track back down to 0, and we've got 2 on our blue track. Every time you get to one of these little diamonds, we get a free blueprint, but then you get a bit more spread out towards the end, so you don't get quite as many. So the only orders we've got at the moment is the Ancient Tablets one, but they'll... let's see, in 5 minutes we'll get some more to unlock. Okay, that's fine. And we've got a new glade over here with broccoli. Oh, we can harvest that. I think... Oh, we can also make the farm. We need to actually make the farm, don't we? Although we haven't actually got any fertile fields, so we can't just yet. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we need to gather... What was it? Broccoli. Was it plants? Oh, yes. Foragers camp. So we'll place that quite close to it. Over here. Why not lay some more paths? There we go. We have ourselves a reputation bonus for completing an order. Bakery or supplier produces fabric, pottery and trade goods, or biscuits, pie and pottery. Okay, we'll do that. We haven't really got much to bake at the moment though. We've also got another... Bloody hell, we're getting loads of glades. And we have clay. Okay. We actually do need to build houses more than anything else. What can we do with clay? I think we have a stonecutter's camp. Okay, let's do that. Place that there, I think. And anything else we need to worry about? I don't think so. Yes, houses. Let's build houses. This just costs wood. This is not specialist housing for individual races. This is just generic housing. Oh, the storm is here. 3, 6, 9, 12. Later on, we'll get blueprints for specialist housing, which gives bonuses. If a lizard lives in a lizard house, he gets a bonus, etc. Right, the forager camp needs a human, ideally, so let's place one human in there, with a slot for anyone else if we really want to get more. But let's make sure that we do get some raw food. Cooked food is obviously better, it's a more efficient use of resources. Oh, another bloody glade. And we've got some roots, living roots, which we can harvest using a stone cutter lad, and that's actually food, weirdly enough. So on this map, our storm event is the rampaging storm stifles the spirit of all living creatures, -5 to global resolve. So you can see those red arrows indicating everyone's resolve is going down. If those green bars get to the bottom, they'll start to leave. Also if the fire goes out, so make sure that there's always wood in your camp. Okay, the storm's cleared and the new year has happened, so we get a Queen's Envoy perk, or sort of some description. We'll get roots from here, eggs from here, or reinforced axes, and woodcutter's camp production is quicker. Let's go for that. That'll last forever. That means our wood chopping will go very well indeed. Meanwhile, people. We've got spare lizards at the moment, so let's just get a mixture. A nice little mixy-poos. So we've got 5 people free at the moment. Let's now get housing sorted, actually. Oh, we already are doing over there. Don't need to worry about that just yet, then. Okay, good. We need more orders to fulfill. Maybe what we should do, the woodcutter's camp, I think I'm going to move it slightly, just a bit closer to the trees over here. And then I'm going to cut through to the evil thing over here. That tree is glowing in a different way because that's out of range, so I'm just going to take that off. So you're going to dig your way through those trees, and that will be lovely. And meanwhile over here, this woodcutter is just chopping any old trees down. Oh, that's fine though, because that's quite close to storage, so I'll let that happen. Meanwhile, the stonecutter's camp needs a lizard. Maybe 2. Let's get plenty going on. And you are a small encampment that needs broccoli, and as a reward we'll get new people, so let's be doing that. Let's send in a lizard. It doesn't have to be broccoli. Let's send eggs instead. Okay. Choose reward the people. It looks like we've got some new orders to fulfill, so let's do this. Let's do some hot picking action. We need 10 beavers in the camp and 50 resolve. Oh, that should be easy enough, and we'll get a lumber mill. Okay. Pickle goods and parts. Oh, some delicious eggs. Or we can make 30 clothes and get crap. Let's choose this one. This one's... You've got to choose ones that are as doable as possible, because sometimes it gives you almost impossible ones. 666 amber. God damn it. 10 luxury goods or 10 trade goods. Let's see what buildings we actually have, because we might be able to make one but not the other, so it might be a good idea just to pause this for a second and look under production. Carpenter produces luxury goods, so and new building materials. Well, let's build a carpenter, and let's build that somewhere in the centre. Like that. And then we'll pick the one that gets us luxury goods, which was this one, wasn't it? Yep. And that'll get us lots and lots and lots of people. Lovely, lovely people. Excellent stuff. Now this glade, as well as everything else, has fertile soil. So I really do actually need to get on with farming, I think. So build the farmhouse, but we also need to build fields. Just in range there. And also, what's the thing about it? This path needs extending the hell out of, I think. There. Also there. Good. So I've moved the one of the lumber, the woodcutters' camps over out west, and try and get more glades. I really could do with several raw materials that I'm kind of looking out for, but we'll see what we get. I really wouldn't mind a herbalist blueprint so we can get some of the berries, but not too bothered. Anyway, meanwhile these lads, these beavers and one human is busy trying to cut through to the evil, dangerous glade, which may or may not be good. And the upside, beaver population, the beaver resolve is doing okay. It's about on the level, but we need 3 more beavers in the camp if we're going to complete that, which is doable. And once we've also completed the danger glade thing, we'll get the ancient tablet, hopefully, and that'll complete that quest. The luxury goods, though, that needs to be sorted. We've just made the carpenters. So I'll actually, just in case, I mean they could be making planks but I don't really want them to, let's get just the luxury goods being made. So this is a beaver job, so let's beaver up. I won't bother filling this third slot, and that should sort us out, but we do need... Oh! Hold on. What do we actually put in for the luxury goods? Oh god, we need shitloads of stuff. Well, we need... Ale might be possible, but... Or wine, whatever, but... Oh god, we might need some new blueprints. Okay, so it's now a good season. Let's see, what can we actually get? Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to make any of those raw luxury goods, so I've taken the beavers out for the time being, because there's no point in them being there doing nothing. So, that's unfortunate, but think of that as a future order rather than a now order. In the meantime, we are now waiting for this to happen, and more beavers as well. Oh, hang on, the farm is now up and running, so we can get humans in there. We do need the food. This is the season for harvesting, though, so we're not going to get a harvest until next year now. I'm going to make a trading post there. That means that every year we'll get a trader, and then we can, if we run out of food, we might be able to sell our excess gubs and get more food, which is a strategy that we may need to use at some point. Now, hang on. Two things happened at once. First of all, the trading camp opened up, and we've got the trader who can sell us, well, eggs and stuff. We don't actually need anything at the moment, so I'm actually not going to worry about that. But what we have done, this is going to be a time-limited thing, and we have opened up a evil glade with a sealed vault in it, as well as a few other things. So let's see what the sealed vault has. At the moment, in 4 minutes' time, there's going to be a thick, spreading cloud of miasma that kills every living being. Holy shit! And we need to give them 14 planks, of which we have 5. Okay, this is going to have to take priority over everything else. Really, everything else. We'll get 3 ancient tablets as a result, though. Right, okay, so we desperately now need planks. Can we buy some? No, we can't. Oh, hang on, though, look at this. If we have amber, which we don't, we could get blueprints as well. Lumber mill, or sturdy boots perk. None of which very useful, to be honest. No, nothing. There's just nothing to worry about there. So we do need to make sure this miasma cloud doesn't destroy us all. So we need those 14 planks, and we need them fast. The crude workstation. Let's make damn sure that we get planks, and we may need to actually reallocate people just on the off chance that we don't die. Right. Okay. We do die. Right. Not you. We need to make more planks, which is here. There. Now get planking. This is going to be very tight. And we've got just over 2 minutes left, and we are producing planks quite quickly. But it's quite a slow old process. I'll make sure that nothing else is using planks at the moment, so they are slowly grabbing them and taking them over there. We've already managed to get 9 from our pitiful supply already. So we are carting them backwards and forwards. We are taking them to here, woodcutters, then they're getting taken to here, to turn into planks, and then they're going to get carried all the way over here. We've got 9. We've also just hit the storm period where resolve goes down, something rotten. But can we do this within 124 minutes? I really hope so, because otherwise we get Death Cloud of Death, which is less than ideal. I think you'll agree. Ah, here we go. We've just made the planks. So a force delivered. You can do that from delivery in progress. You press that, and it will force the planks to go over here. Unfortunately, once we actually deliver the 14 planks, we still actually need to build to get this up to 100% in the next 10 seconds, ideally. Uh-oh. We're not going to do it, lads. Also, everyone's resolve is getting very low, which means people are going to start leaving the village. Oh! Dead. Everyone just died. And there's also another one as well. That could happen. I didn't realise it was going to be that fast. Oh shit, we just lost loads of people. Ow!